And fly's starting to take shape. I'm going to slide on the top of the squid just to verify. I think this is going to be a really neat fly. Verify where this is going to go. And that's about right. So what I'm going to do is wrap over top of the polar UV wraps a bit. I'm going to build this up a little bit because I don't know if you guys have heard of chocolates, gummy minnow. I make really awesome roll patterns with this stuff. Gummy minnows are just dynamite, as we know. Let's bend that back in place. Anyway, I'm going to use a piece of that silly skin or gummy material. I found so many uses for it, and I'll try to share them with you as much as possible, as much as I can, as I'm new to this YouTube video / acting, what you call fly tying videos. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is use a piece of this gummy silly skin material. I'm going to cut it a little bit shorter. I don't need it quite that thick. I'm going to peel it off. Try not to touch it, but this stuff you got to really be careful with. It's not the easiest to work with. What I'm going to do is wrap this. I should almost get my thread back over here. Yeah. And I'm going to wrap this kind of partly over the polar UV. And I'm going to try my hardest to pull it straight and even. And what I'm making here is a base for my two eyes that I'm going to slide onto this in here. And again, I got to put the, I don't know what you call this part of the squid. You can see what I'm up to here. Now what I'm going to do is get some thin, clear cure goo. This stuff is fantastic. If you need any kind of clear adhesive that lasts a very long time, that's the best on the market as far as I'm concerned. Brian's done a pretty good job of helping me out, getting this stuff to me from the States. And I can see I didn't cut the end of this, so it's not coming out right now. But yeah, Brian from Clear Cure Goo has done a fantastic job. This product, there's nothing out there that compares. So anything that needs clear coating of mine from Webflyz BC, it will have Clear Cure Goo on it because it's just a great product. It lasts a long time, easy to apply, and you hit it with a UV light and you're done. You can't ask for anything else, any quicker of an application. Beats the old epoxy days and the smell of the old epoxy. And I'm gonna offset these eyes. You can't see me placing this one on. I'm gonna hit this with the light real quick. I'm covering this on purpose so I don't shine it at you guys in the camera. And what I'm doing is just having this Clear Cure Goo adhere to the eyes to make them stick onto this piece of gummy or silly skin, I should call it. And I can see I need a little bit more in here. One. So perfect. I need a little more, like I said. Such a quick way of applying all kinds of stuff with Clear Cure Goo. I'm so excited to use it. I'm trying to find different things to invent with it at all the time. It's just a really neat product. It's given me a little more incentive on tying these days because there's so many times I would get to a spot on a fly or think of something and then it would all be kind of come crashing down because you'd have to use epoxy or whatever other adhesives are out there that really didn't work that well, to be honest. And this stuff's just fantastic to use. You guys might not recognize me. I think I mentioned it earlier. I actually found a shaver and cleaned myself up a bit. That's why I look different to all of you. I still need more of this. The cool thing about this, you can keep applying this over and over. There's many different ways of getting this on. There's brushable. I really like these little small tips. I'm just getting this started for the time being, just so the eyes stay in place. There we go. That should work a little better. Yeah, it's quite the ingenious invention, this clear cure goo stuff. It's fantastic to work with. Now I'm going to check again, and we're getting there. Little at a time, but yeah, we're getting there. So I'm going to switch. I just used the thin clear cure goo. I'm going to switch to a thick now. I'm going to build up these eyes. I use craft store googly eyes. They're inexpensive, coated with clear cure goo. They last a very long time anyway. They make little clicking noises. They move. You know, if you can't get a hold of your regular fly tying type eyes, I fully recommend just going to your craft store and getting a hold of these things. It works for me. I know there's some names and brands out there that are quite popular with the fly tires, but bottom line is everyone's looking for inexpensive ways to make things nowadays, and craft stores can help you out with quite a few options, to be honest. Okay, I put quite a bit of this stuff on. It's actually dripping underneath, but it doesn't drip off. Is another good reason to use clear cure goo. It will fall. It'll want to drip, but it doesn't, which is just fantastic if you're quick enough, of course. There we go. Just trying to get these straightened out here. Yeah, you got to be a little quick dealing with that amount. So I got a little lump on that eye. I'm sure you guys can see it, and that was from my fingerprint. So what I'm going to do is try to correct, just smooth it out a bit. Sorry about this taking so long. I'm trying my best here. There we go. Just about got her. And because I put this over the entire googly eye, it's secured right in a lump mass of this clear cure goo. Yes, I have had to use a lot to get to this point, but I think it's quite the unique, it's a wicked product. I can't say enough. I know I sound like I work for the company, but I don't. All I do is tie flies, and I love helping people catch fish, especially on something I invented. It's just what I do. I'm just going to flip this right upside down, and then I don't have to worry about making such a mess. Yeah, added quite a bit of this stuff. Now it's starting to cure, starting to be solid. I'm quite happy with that, but I do know that I'm gonna have to clip. Yeah, that looks alright. So as you can see, that's all one big solid piece.